The individual and the collective. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council, and we are pleased to connect with all of you. We have a better sense of who you are as an individual than we do of you all as a human collective. Your individuality is beautiful. You are all unique and you are all special, but you have also been led to believe that your difference is somehow responsible for the lack of unity that you sometimes experience as individuals. And nothing could be further from the truth, because you all have the ability to celebrate each other no matter what. You don't have to see differences as weird, and you don't have to see something else's different beliefs as a threat to yours. These are choices that you have been making, and you've been making these choices as individuals. And the idea that you somehow are separate from each other is one that has served you up until a certain point, and now humanity has reached the point there no longer serves you to see yourselves as separate, and to see your differences as significant enough to keep you from knowing yourselves as a collective. Now, the reason we bring this up now is because of how much polarity we sense within humanity. You all have been taught that you have to choose sides, and you don't. Instead, you have to embrace all of the sides that are out there and all the sides that are within you. To become a unified consciousness, to become a fifth-dimensional being, you first have to accept everyone as they are in the human collective right now. You don't get to decide who is right and who is wrong. And it's not just the righteous ones that get to ascend. It's everyone who makes that choice, and before you ascend, you're going to start thinking of yourselves more as a collective, and you're going to start operating more as a collective as well. You will achieve peace on earth in this lifetime, and then we will be able to sense you more as a collective. ETS Meeting with Spiritual Leaders. We have been the biggest supporters of sending a group of extraterrestrial beings to meet with the spiritual leaders that you have on your world, and we know that this is going to happen at some point to further the full open contact agenda. We recognize the significance of certain individuals who we will not name in terms of their ability to share their experiences with all of you and to help those who are still on the fence about the whole extraterrestrial thing. We know that there will be more and more people waking up even after an event like this would take place with the spiritual leaders on Earth. And those newly awakened people then would be told of this experience, and they would be able then to open themselves up more to having an experience with ETs themselves. We are always looking for ways to ease humanity into the experience of full open contact, and so are the physical extraterrestrials that you have monitoring you and watching for your progress and readiness for that inevitable day. We will continue to express that we feel your readiness for an event like this, and we know that you as individuals also feel ready for your experience of physical contact. We are aware of that readiness, and again we are expressing on your behalf to the ETs that could easily walk through a portal and into your home. We are excited to witness these personal events as well. Shifting your reality. We are bringing you into a different experience of your reality when we connect with you. This is something that some of you are aware, but not everyone feels the shift in their consciousness when they receive these transmissions. Those of you who are feeling the change in the way you perceive reality while receiving these transmissions are open. Your hearts are open, your minds are open, and you make it very easy for us to help you. When someone receives a transmission from us or any other higher frequency collective, and all that person does is analyze it, pick it apart, and compare it to other bits and pieces of knowledge, that person is not changing. That person is not receiving. Receiving is the name of the game right now. You are all shifting from a time in which you would think, ponder, and analyze, and then take action to a time when you are meant to feel, relax, receive, and vibrate. This can often befuddle your minds. Your minds like that which is quantifiable, identifiable, and repeatable. But your experiences are all unique. And as you focus more on the experience of reality that you are having rather than the statistics, you are always going to be masters of your reality. This shift is not just about waiting for a big event to happen and to sweep you all up into a higher frequency energies. This shift is about you deciding how you want to be in the world and how you want to interact with others, including extraterrestrials and non-physicals such as ourselves. When you decide that you can approach your life with an open heart, you can and receive so much more for not only these transmissions, but from everything that is in your path. At the time of the shift, we are continuing to be amazed and surprised by how resilient you all are in the face of many challenges that you have taken on for this lifetime. This lifetime has not been a walk in the park for those of you who have decided that you would awaken well before the time of the shift. And we want to acknowledge you for that decision. It is not only through the facing of your challenges that you will be able to integrate all aspects of self before being able to help others who are struggling. There will be a great deal of struggle ahead for those who have chosen to remain asleep in this lifetime, and we want to be very clear about this. If you are awake, it does not mean that you are somehow more evolved than anyone else on the level of your consciousness. It just means that you choose to play that role in this lifetime and be of service, rather than choosing to stay asleep and be the ones who will receive your assistance in the moments when the massive energies hit and the shift becomes real. Your experiences build compassion within you, but they also build a type of knowledge that can only be gained through experience. You can talk about spiritual concepts and ideologies until you are blue in the face, but you only really gain the wisdom that you need in order to be of service through the experience of those challenges. You can only become who you are destined to become in this lifetime by allowing yourself to face challenges that in other lifetimes you would have chosen to ignore. This astonishing resilience that you all have shown as the awakened ones on planet Earth will of course also help you to have an easier time when the shift is upon you. It will not be the experience of being hit by a ton of bricks. It will be more of a gentle and wonderful experience of allowing the higher frequency energies in. What you are also doing at this time is practicing that experience, and we are so appreciative for those of you who opened yourselves up to receive, because it is through your willingness to feel and through your willingness to ground higher frequency energies that we can be of more service to you. The fourth and fifth dimensions. We have a beautiful perspective on the human condition, and it is a perspective that is easy for us to maintain from where we are in the ninth dimension. Your feelings of failure, the times when you are hardest on yourself, we see the beauty of your expansion in these moments. Even though you might be in a resistance in it in the moment, we still get to see it occurring. Now those of you who are awakened are having a hard time making sense of this very transitional period that you are currently in. You are fourth-dimensional beings, and that means you are essentially waiting for the shift to happen. And while it is occurring very slowly for most of you, there is a sense that you are supposed to be doing more. And sometimes you will take action and attempt to do more, so that you can feel like your lives are more than just sitting in a holding pattern. But then oftentimes you do not succeed, and the actions that you take are futile, and that is precisely when you are experiencing the expansion and growth, and at the same time, you are putting in your request for what you are shifting into. As fifth-dimensional beings, you will not experience futile action. You will still have challenges, but you will never feel like failures, and you'll be able to experience that growth and that expansion that occurs when you are in a state of extreme desire. You will almost all be able to hold the same perspective that we hold of you, and the experience of that expansion and that growth immediately is going to be your favorite thing. We just wish you could feel it more now and enjoy more of those moments when you are doing a great deal of summoning. No need for a new religion. We have given to you the best that we have to offer, and we can say that confidently. We know that each of you is having your own experience of who we are and what we offer you, and we want you to know that it is appropriate for each of you to experience us differently. You are each having your individual journeys in addition to the journey that you are taking as a collective, and every single person is on a different place along the path. That is why it is so important not to seek the alignment of your beliefs or your experience exactly with anyone else's. You don't need to create a religion out of what you believe in, and in fact it is much more beneficial for all of you to be quite flexible in what you believe. It is also beneficial for you not to compare your experiences with the experience of others to try and come up with a consensus about what you should all be experiencing. And when others display certain gifts or abilities that you have not accessed yet, recognize it does not mean you are doing something wrong. It doesn't mean you are not right where you are supposed to be on your path. It just means you are in a different place and you are meant to focus on different things. We want all of you to cherish the individuality that you still experience and the uniqueness that you are able to have within you. You don't need conformity or sameness to experience unity. And in fact, the experience of oneness and unity consciousness is so much richer when you are all being the unique expression of Source that you are. Let everyone else be where they are and accept where you are, and you're going to have a much easier time navigating through the remaining years that you have before you shift to the fifth dimension. Let go of any need that you have to experience the exact same thing in the exact same way, and celebrate the difference in yourself and in your experiences. And remember, You do not have to be better than anyone else or further along the path to love yourselves completely, just as you are. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.